Rabbit trails. Good day, and welcome to Rabbit Trails. I'm your host, tall guy Gage Key, along with your other host, Josh.
What's up?
I was gonna say short guy Josh Bolton,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah, we all know how you feel about short
figured
people.
you wouldn't like that. I didn't think it through because I said tall guy Gage Key.
I didn't appreciate all the slanders that you were saying before you hit record, by the way.
What slanders?
Dude, I can't even repeat it because it was so disgusting, the things you were saying.
I literally said, "Are you ready to record?"
Dude, there are fans. You can't call them that, okay?
You dig your own grave. Don't dig mine.
Dig your own grave, don't dig mine.
Hey man, dug you a grave. Thanks, I'm not ready to die. I think you are.
Get in. What? Get in.
You call the cops? This guy tried to kill me. That's what I was thinking earlier when
20,000.
you got your package. Josh got a package and he thought it was a poster, and I was like, I don't think it's a poster, and he was like, open it and check it. And I was like, in my head, I was like, he's gonna use this to blackmail me, because it's illegal to open other people's mail.
I started laughing because I was like, open it and open it and see what it is. And you were like, I don't feel comfortable opening people's mail. When I gave him permission to open it, and there was like text message proof that I had told him that. And
It wasn't even that. I just don't like opening people's mail because I like to open my mail. I wouldn't like anyone else to open mine.
I thought it was this poster I ordered like last month, and they didn't send it to me. And they were like, oh, it's got to be sent back to us, and then we'll send it to you. And then I got an email saying that it was here, and I was like, oh, sweet, cool. And then, it wasn't it, so I don't have it.
That's a classic. What do you expect from the U.S. Postal Service?
More.
They're at the top of their game.
I expect more from them.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, I'll go to war with them.
I wonder I'm pretty sure UPS is in many countries.
Ups can freaking fight me, dude.
But it's like, what are the postal services in other countries? Like, is it Canadian Postal Service? And like, they look like ours, but it's a leaf instead of like an eagle face?
I guess, maybe CPS.
That'd be pretty
Canadian
cool.
Postal Service, CPS.
Let's
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, that's crazy that the whole fire department was outside our house
Yeah.
while I was at work.
Yeah, like 2 hours ago, like 4 or 5 fire trucks were outside on this road right next to our apartment. And like a police car was blocking off the road, and there was like an ambulance and like a fire warden or something. But they were like searching the apartment complex for like a fire. You couldn't see a fire, you couldn't smell a fire, but they had like the whole entire fire service there for nothing. Like I don't know if they even found a fire, because they just packed up and left afterwards. I guess I don't really know how that works. They just put the fire and leave, and
Yeah, man.
everyone just fends for themselves afterward.
Mm-hmm.
All right, put the fire out. See you later, man. Didn't we get like a shock blanket? No.
My whole house is gone. Sorry.
Sucks, man.
I put it out.
Good thing I put the fire out.
What if someone made a complaint to the fire department about that? Like, they put the fire out in my house, but my house is burnt down.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Could you have put the fire out before my house burned down? Jeez.
You guys suck.
Sorry. Who started the fire? It was me. I left the oven on. And you're blaming us.
Yeah, you didn't put it out fast enough.
I figured if my house burns down, like if the fire starts, then the fire department is supposed to put out the fires. Correct? Am I wrong?
Dude,
Yes, ma'am, but am I wrong?
sometimes I'll think about something so stupid like that, and in my heart, I know that there's someone out there who genuinely thinks
For
that
sure.
way.
You do that all the time.
Like, I'll say something stupid. I'm like, man, who would think that? And I'm like, I know there's someone out there
There's somebody
that
who
genuinely
thinks this.
believes that.
Dude.
And it makes me sad.
It makes me just like lose hope in humanity.
It makes me so sad. I want to cry when
I make myself lose hope in humanity.
Yeah?
This is the moral of that story.
Dude, I'm so freaking tired. Oh my goodness. I come home. I worked all day today again. And, you know, Gage and I were just so excited for this episode. And you know how hard it is to be so excited for something and then you gotta, like, wait all day? And then you come home and you were on the ball. As soon as I walk in the door, set, made. It was like when you come home and mom's like, you got clean clothes in the closet. It's like, wow.
Or like, hey, lasagna's in the oven. My parents never left stuff in the oven for me. Like in movies, they wouldn't leave the oven on, but they would leave stuff in the oven. So it's like ready to reheat, I guess. I don't understand.
I never had that happen.
Yeah, me either. But like, it's in a ton of movies. They're like, left the lasagna in the oven. There's like a little note on the fridge. I guess like they turn it on. Like you'd think they'd put it in the fridge.
Mm.
That's where my leftovers usually go.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, I'd always have. They'd be like stuff in the fridge.
Because it's like, what if you turn the oven on to preheat for something you're cooking, and then you look in there and there's just burnt to a crisp, whatever food was in there.
And then it's like lukewarm. Like if they left it in the oven.
Oh yeah, room temp.
Yeah. Because then it's like.
I don't think they leave it on because they go to sleep. That would be unwise to leave your oven on.
Kyle did it for us that one time. We were fine.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
Also, a good thing during the time we were getting free nights on the weekends. So that was good for our bill.
I don't think we did. I think we thought we did. No, did we?
Yeah.
We
I
did.
think that was like since we got a contract, RIP, our contract.
RIP, our contract.
Shit.
We've already talked about that. We're doing that experiment where we're leaving it on. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect.
Oh, geez, yeah, we hadn't gotten it, have we?
No, not yet.
Watch it be like $600.
$20 billion.
No.
It makes sense because like everybody does that, and it's supposed to like save electricity. It makes sense, but I'm just like,
but also,
I don't see how much of a big difference it could make.
Yeah, at the same time, it's like, but if it's turned off most of the day, and then you turn it on, and I get it's got to get cold and stuff, but like, it's been off most of the day. Yeah,
well, if you think about it, like, it's only using electricity when it runs. So if we have it off and it's like 80 or 90 degrees in here when we get inside from the end of the day, and we turn that puppy on, not to mention we had it super low, and it would never get to that. So it's like we would turn it on and it would just run the entire time.
Yeah.
Because it would never get to the temperature we wanted it at. I think like ours is just old because like we had it pushed down pretty low, and it was hotter than it is now at a higher temperature. Because like I turned it up, you know, so we weren't super in there. But like nowadays the house gets cooler than back then when we had it set on like, we literally were on like 59. We were just trying.
I was like, we weren't even using our comforter, dude.
We were burning, dude.
That
one. Because first we tried just turning the whole thing off, like as much as we could, just leaving it off. And we were burning like a freaking apartment fire.
We were like freaking sweating and stuff, and
yeah, it was the worst.
And then you set it to like 59, and I was like, it's not. It was like 79 is what it felt like.
Yeah,
I was swimming in my sweat.
Because I would turn it on, like we would turn it on like the afternoon, and we'd turn it on before bed, and then we'd turn it off before we go to bed.
I'd wake up, and there'd be just
turn it off through the day as well.
I'd have that nice little snow angel, that little sweaty snow angel.
I never have that.
In my bed.
I don't sweat that much. It's just like an uncomfortable. Like I can't sleep if I'm hot.
I can't, man. Like I would just. Like, I don't mind sleeping with the covers off or anything, but even when I'm hot, I can still sleep. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just my primal blood.
I can't sleep without covers either. It's kind of a paradox, because it's like I can't sleep if I'm hot, but I can't sleep without covers.
Can you sleep with, like, your arm hanging over the bed, or will monsters get you?
I sleep in weird ways, dude. Like, I mean, my sleeping position has changed throughout my entire life, but now I'm on this weird one, dude.
It's like face down, like, tushy up, like your knees are like right underneath you.
No.
Like whenever Sid fell asleep in Toy Story.
No.
No,
that's not it.
Oh.
It's like I go to like, I put my arm whichever way I'm facing. I take the opposite arm and I put it underneath my torso this way. I stick the other arm out that way.
Do you ever
It's weird, dude.
Do you ever
I don't understand.
Does your arm go numb?
Yeah.
And do you like wake up and think it's broken?
No.
Dude, I do
usually
that.
has enough feeling.
I'll like, if I wake up and I sleep on my arm, it is just completely numb, and I'm like, it's broken. And then like a normal person, if they think their arm's broken, would be like, oh my gosh, it's broken. I'll just roll over and I'll pick it up with this hand and just throw it on the other side. I'm like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. And then, but it turns out it's not broken.
You got a lot more like muscle to deal with than me. Mine's pretty much just sitting on my bone.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I literally don't care.
Dude, look closer.
What?
Look closer.
At what?
Just look close.
I'm looking as close as I can.
Dude, get closer.
No.
Ah! It almost bit you, dude.
I literally
Dude, what if
don't care about
what if you had
muscles.
like mouths on your arms?
That would be weird. Would you have to feed it? Would it
Oh,
be a
yeah.
separate body? Or like would it be a separate like would it have a stomach or something?
I feel like it all traveled to the same place.
The same place?
Yeah.
That's weird. You'd have like a little esophagus going through there.
Or like, what if like
would they all be connected to one esophagus that would go down to one stomach?
I feel like what it would feed like like the muscle groups that it's in. So like you'd have a mouth
That's
on
what
each
I was
arm there.
just thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
would it just feed those muscles so you'd have
Yeah.
to feed that in order to grow that muscle?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that would, because then like you're eating a sandwich, you're like,
You gotta feed this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be ew.
That's
That'd be
strange
gross.
to think about.
It was a good movie though. I really did enjoy that.
Chapter 2.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty dang good.
Went and saw it yesterday.
One saw that
Dude.
day before yesterday.
I'm really excited for Christopher Nolan's movie coming out. I saw
Tenet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not coming out until freaking late 2020. I don't know why they released a trailer for that.
I love how Christopher Nolan can release a trailer that has like you don't know anything about the movie and you're just like, yeah.
I'm just like, what in the freaking world is this? And I was like, I mean, it says Christopher Nolan on it, so I'm like, oh, sweet. I figured it was that Robert Pattinson movie you've been talking about. I was like, oh, this is really fast. I thought they were like in pre-production or whatever. But then it was this random movie I haven't heard anything about. I guess it's pretty under wraps. I hadn't heard anything about it. And then it was like 2020. What was like November or December 2020? It was like really late.
It was like May, June, July. It was July.
July?
Yeah.
That's still freaking a long time.
Yeah, it's super
dude.
far.
I saw they announced Netflix announced that they're getting, since they're losing The Office and Friends, they're losing both those. Literally the only thing keeping them alive with
Dude.
Disney Plus coming up.
Why is it is it NBC?
Yeah.
Why are they having their own streaming service?
Because everyone's doing streaming. Nobody has cable anymore, so they have to get with the times in order to make money.
I get it, but like, who's gonna be like, yo, do you have an NBC? If you don't have NBC, dude, we're not watching TV.
Well, that's just what they have to do.
Well, it's stupid. They
Otherwise,
should change
they
it.
die.
They
But
should
it's
just
funny
die.
because like everything's gonna switch to streaming, and then streaming is just gonna be the new cable.
Basically.
Like they're just switching. It doesn't make any sense. They're just switching to another way of doing it.
Yeah.
They're
and,
just
like,
using Wi-Fi instead of cable signal and like satellite.
yeah, and then like
doesn't make any
commercials are just ads.
I freaking hate ads.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Let it be known that if your ad is annoying, or if your ad is just
On repeat
stupid.
every time I try to click a video.
Like if your ad's just stupid, or if your ad's even annoying. Like if it's just like whatever, the more I see it, the more I'm gonna be annoyed by it. If it's a good ad, then I don't usually care, and I'll appreciate the ad, or I'll skip it and I won't care. But anything else, neutral or bad, oh my gosh, I'm never buying your product ever.
Like, I get you want to
I will
promote it.
never buy it.
I get you want to promote your product. Do it better though. Like,
Yeah,
do it in
please.
different ways. Like,
There's some ads that I'm like, that was a good ad.
yeah,
Rare.
like the Gillette one, you know?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
Whoa, man. Not cool.
Oh man, she's really cute. Hey,
Hey, that's sick. Okay, sorry.
hey Jimmy, do you want to wrestle? Yeah, man, for sure.
Hey,
Hey man, get a hold of your kids.
boys will be boys. Don't say that ever again. You understand me? Boys will not be boys.
I think one ad that really annoyed me during the time, like, there's a video game. It's called Watch Dogs.
It is called Watch Dogs.
I love the game. Great game. Didn't care too much for the second one, but they're making a third one.
Have you played the second one?
No. I watched you play it, and then I've just watched gameplay because I was like, oh, I cared a lot for the first character, and I didn't really want to get attached to the second one.
There's nothing to get attached to. He was pretty stupid.
Yeah, and so there's an ad for the next one, and I was already kind of off edge about it just because, like, not much about it really grabs me.
You were very excited at first.
I was, and then they were like, there's like 900 people you can play as, and if you get attached to any of them, I was until I learned that there's no like, you can't really get attached to anybody because there's no real story for any of them, and then if they're dead, they're just dead. You can't get them back. They got that permadeath.
It's more about the cause than the character now.
Yeah, I really don't care about that
game.
But also, the ad for it was on every video I click on.
So annoying. To that guy's voice?
Yeah.
I can't even remember it,
I
remember it was annoying.
He was on Parks and Rec. He played Councilman Jam.
It is that guy, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that guy's voice is annoying as crap.
Yeah.
If I had that guy's voice, I would hate myself.
Dude, I would click off of a video and go to another one, and it would be the same ad.
Dude, that happens to me.
And I hate that.
I recently, like, two months ago, or maybe 3, I don't know. It feels like I feel like I'm overestimating the time. But I was telling Josh about this ad. I might have talked about it on the podcast, but it was like Google ad. With the lady screaming and singing a song, and it's like a short little 5-second or 6-second Google shopping ad about noise canceling headphones. It's supposed to be like a funny thing. It was funny the first time I ever saw it. Funny that time. And it was on every video I ever clicked on. And I told Josh about it, and I was like, have you seen that ad? Expecting that it had been on every video. He clicked on as well. He had not seen the ad. So I spent like 30 minutes looking up like Google's YouTube channel, trying to find this ad. And after I was on there for like a long time, like 15 minutes on Google's channel, cycling through the videos, trying to find it, seeing if I was missing something. I even found the like playlist of the specific ad type. Like they had multiple ads they made in this format for this one Google aspect or this Google app. So I was looking through those, trying to find this one ad. Nowhere to be seen. So I'm thinking, am I crazy? And Josh is going, does this ad not exist? Like,
I didn't think it did.
What the heck, you know? I mean, obviously, who wouldn't, you know? I can't find the ad on Google's channel. Where, even, so like I found the sect with all of the ads that were the same, for the same thing, and I saw ads that I had seen, like for like ads on videos. I found those videos, but I couldn't find the one that I was trying to show him. So I was like getting super frustrated, so then I got on my phone, and I started clicking on YouTube videos that I watch, you know, because I was like, okay, I'll just generate the ad because it's on every single video. I did that for about 10 minutes, couldn't find anything. I go home, first YouTube video I click on, that ad shows up. Of course, I text Josh, I'm like, you won't believe it. He was like, no. But he finally saw it the other day. It was on in the background. I was watching a YouTube video on my lunch, and he was on the couch next to me on his phone. And it turned on, I said, that's the freaking ad. And he looked up, and he said, that was really annoying.
The hype was kind of gone, just because it shouldn't have been that hard to find it.
There was really no hype to begin with. It was just a stupid ad, but it was like, yeah, I'd lost the fire completely.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really care about this anymore. And I hadn't seen it in a minute.
Yeah.
But it just recently came back up, and I still hate it.
Watch it come back with a vengeance, like, every single, 5 minutes into a video, that ad will play.
I literally can't stand it. If I ever met that lady who sings in the ad, I'd probably have to hold myself back from punching her in the face.
How much? So, since...
Or, ripping her vocal cords out of her mouth.
I mean, those
that
things...
would hurt,
Yeah, dude, that would hurt.
How do vocal cords even work? They do, vibrations or whatever, but it's like, you can't reach... I mean, this is your esophagus, so where are the vocal cords located? Are they somewhere, in here? Because they're not just in your esophagus.
No, I'm pretty sure they're
They're on the side?
Yeah.
But I'm like, how do they vibrate? I mean, I can feel the vibration, obviously, but it's like, how do they vibrate if they're surrounded by muscle and stuff? I guess vibration doesn't... I'm thinking about, shaking
I think,
in, an empty room.
Mark Wahlberg had said, good vibration, you know? It makes a sweet sound, so it's just that good vibration. I don't know. If you have bad vibrations, you sound like this if you got bad vibrations.
If I had her voice or the guy from Watch Dogs 3 voice, I would purposefully smoke cigarettes so I could get one of those little voice changes. Like robot sound, that'd be pretty cool.
It'd be kind of cool to sound like a robot anyway.
It would be.
Not necessarily that one, though, because that one's just like, oof.
That one's kind of eerie.
Is it? It's crazy that people, like, some people that have that still smoke.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, it's like, what do I have to lose?
Dude, Connor was telling me that
I've lost everything.
They ran, like...
My voice.
They ran, like, a call the other day. This dude, like, lit a cigarette with his oxygen still in his nose or whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
He got third-degree burns in his nostrils.
Holy cow.
And he was like, what happened? He was like, I have oxygen in my nose. He's like,
what'd you do that for?
He's like, you smoking? He's like, back a day. And he's like, do you think that maybe the reason why you need oxygen is because you keep smoking?
What'd you do that for? Oh, you know, old habits die hard.
It'd be so...
You will die hard.
It'd be so hard to deal with.
You will die.
Because you can't, like, say whatever you want. I just want that job, you know? To be able to say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Dude.
But I do this for free.
Did you see that SNL dude got fired? I don't watch SNL, but this, like, new cast member got fired for making a racial slur, which I don't know why you would do that in today's political climate, but he still did it. And, of course, he got fired from the show.
Is it a funny joke?
I didn't listen to the joke. It was about Asian people, Asian Americans. And so the presidential candidate put out a statement on it. He was like, that's lame, but, like, whatever, you know? Like, he didn't really care that much.
Yeah.
And then a actor, of course. Actors just are the peak of society.
Yeah, dude.
They deserve all the respect ever. They're just regular people with high-paying jobs. But yeah, he got really upset, and he was like, SNL didn't do anything about it, so they're condoning this, which doesn't make any sense.
Was he also Asian?
Yeah. But yeah, so they fired him. And he put out a statement. The guy who got fired was like, I'm so sorry. I'd be like, man, this is bullcrap. I would make the joke to begin with, but it's like, I don't know why you would do that. Like, today, it's like, you can't do anything close to that, or else you're the
I'm afraid to tell someone...
racist of all time.
I'm afraid to be like, hello, without someone being like, seriously?
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Sorry?
Good evening?
I didn't identify what type of day I'm having.
Hey, what do you think I am?
Is it good?
I don't...
I'm so sorry. You know in Canada you can get arrested for using the wrong pronoun?
That's pathetic.
Isn't that preposterous?
That's absolutely pathetic.
I literally don't know this person. I'm like, what's up, man? You're under arrest. It's a cop. It's a cop.
I'm undercover. And they just like pin you down.
I'm watching you for
What
a
are you
long
in
time.
for? What are you in for? Murder, dude. I got 24 years. What are you in for? I called someone by the wrong pronoun and I'm on death row.
I'm here for life. Actually 6 life sentences.
Dude,
it's
that's
really bad.
one of those things that boggle... my brain stops because I can't comprehend how stupid that is.
Society is at a downfall. It's at a decline.
First of all, like, is it... I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not even going to get into it. That's stupid.
Yeah, we'll just forget
My
about
brain
it.
can't comprehend it. And then my brain has like 20,000 different questions. And like, it's all just insane.
That is insane. And like, I'd like to go to Canada just because I can. I got my passport, and now I'm like, dude, I just want to go somewhere out of the United States because I can. But I'm like worried that if I go there, I'll be like imprisoned.
Yeah.
You know, I shouldn't have to worry about that. Are you really? Can you call yourself a free like a free country if you got rules like that?
No,
I don't think so.
I like our. We did make a really funny joke. No disrespect. No disrespect. About.
Don't say it. I was like, he's not going to say that, is he? Don't say that, Joe.
I've been using it so much.
Basically, all we did was I told Josh Sam Smith was trending because he changed his pronoun
Did they?
to they and them. I don't. Is he multiple people?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Pretty much.
So anytime we refer to they or
they
them,
or them, we'd say Sam Smith.
yeah.
We'd be like
So if you were going to say
a
like
group of people.
they were a great audience, we'd be like, man, Sam is a great
Sam
audience.
Smith, a great audience.
Yeah.
It's not that offensive. Maybe it is. We don't mean it that way, so you can't say it is.
How come I can't be offended that like people want the term guys to not be a thing?
Oh my gosh. Dude, so stupid. That's the first thing when I woke up.
I did too because
I was like,
it was on my feed.
Are you serious? I clicked on that. I was like, I can't believe this is real. That girl is completely serious. When you walk into a room and you go, hey guys, and there's girls in there, that's mean.
That really,
Really?
hurts. So I'll be like, hello, 2 guys and 1 girl.
You know what happened? Justin saw that video, and like he was joking with me about it, and he was like, "That's so stupid." Like the same day, I mean, I hadn't thought about it or I wasn't thinking about it. He walks into the room. He says, "Hey gals," neither me or Micah reacted. In the video, it says, if you do that and you walk into a room full of guys and you say, "Hey gals," she's like, guaranteed you'll get a reaction. Justin came in, neither me or Micah even heard him say it.
What's up?
I literally was just like, "What's up, man?" And it's just like,
Yeah, 'cause no
I
one-
didn't even hear him say it. Because it's just a relative, it's just a grouping term. And one thing I thought of was like, if you're on the side of like, this should be a problem that we can't walk into a room and say, "Hey guys," even though girls do it too, because it's just an all-encompassing term. Okay, the Spanish language, when they're using guys and girls, they use the masculine form. But you would never say their language is wrong, because that would be offensive to their culture in today's society. I don't think that, but society does. So if you did, it's a paradox. It doesn't make any sense, because you're going to get upset at us for doing the same thing that other languages just do naturally, because it makes sense. That's just how
I would rather
that's
be.
how language works. Language arts.
I would rather just be referred to as like Sam Smith.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, if you, like, there were some points, like at Starbucks, when I'm on the drive-thru speaker, somebody would accidentally say, like, "Yes, ma'am," or something. Like, big deal. Why do I care?
I still get that. People will call me, like, that I don't know or something, and they're like, "Yes, ma'am, I just wanted to talk to you today about, our stupid product we want you to buy." And then I'm like, "No thanks, I'm good." I'm not mad that they said, "Yes, ma'am."
Yeah.
I have a female's voice. It's very feminine, and that's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just like, "What's up, man?"
Hmm?
That's different. If I walk up to a girl and it's like, "What's up, man?" Which I've actually done multiple times.
Same.
It's just a normal thing. 'Cause it's like, it's not the person. It's just, that's the way I talk.
There was one time at my job where I was working the front desk, and anytime someone like opens the door, I'll try to immediately be like, "How are you?"
Mm-hmm.
And or if like it's a dude, I'll be like, "What's up, man?"
Mm-hmm.
And like this person opened the door, sun beaming in my pupils,
Beaming in your eyes, dude.
and I was like, "Ah, what's up, man?" And then the door shuts, and it's a woman, and I was like,
Oh, big mistake.
"I'm so sorry." And you know what she said? "It's cool, man."
Just say, "I'm Canadian, police, you're under arrest."
Yeah, and then she freaking just armed me down. And she was
Yeah.
like, "You're going away for a long time."
We've
And I was
been
like, "I don't even own a passport."
We've been watching you.
She was like, "You're out of here."
You're
and then
done.
gave me a fake ID and everything just
I'm
to take me to Canada.
I'm talking to your president.
What is Canadian prison like? They're like, you're just kind of like in a nice,
Maple syrup factory.
you're just in a nice cell with like a couch, computer.
Maple syrup factory. That's pretty funny. Are you raking up leaves? That's community service. You're hitting the maple trees. to get the maple out, or you're raking up leaves. A.
Hey, don't say that, eh? That's really mean of you.
I've never done a Canadian accent. I tried. That one's really hard for me to do, apparently.
It's really hard for me to do, like, Irish.
A.
Even British, because I'll switch from, like, British to Australian, and I'll just mix them together. It's so funny, because people who, like, can't do it at all are like, that really sucked. I'm like, at least
People were astonished with my Australian accent at BBS.
I remember...
astonished. I was like, this is just a regular thing, man.
I remember...
I don't even think it's that good.
When you came to school with me in, like, 6th grade? Was it 6th grade?
Yeah.
You were like, I want to talk British for, like, a day and see what happens. And, like,
I
remember...
Makes sense.
I remember this girl coming up to me and being like, your friend, Gage, is he, like, from, like, England?
Okay.
And
That's
I
my
was
favorite
like,
thing ever.
no.
Yeah.
She was like,
Exchange student.
what, how does he talk like that? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, yeah, he's from England.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
She was like, you just said he wasn't. I was like, I didn't hear you right. I had a different friend.
I thought you said, is he from Australia? No, he's not.
I clearly said the United States. My hearing's not too good, so, you know.
Sounds like your problem, not mine. No, it's your problem. You said you didn't hear me. Sorry, man.
Sorry about that. But
Josh needs to go to Betty Bye.
yeah, I'm so sorry. It's just as soon as I came in, Gage was like, "Can you please hurry up?" And I was like, "Just give me a second to breathe." And he's like, "Suffocate over there." And he just shoved me in this chair, and he was like, "You better be ready." And then he clicked start, and so now I got to figure out how to get out of here before he gets mad.
The percentage of that was true was 0.
Plus like 100 though. So.
Yeah, negative 100.
I'm really scared of you sometimes. But thanks for listening, watching if you're doing that.
Yeah.
And, we're everywhere.
If you were offended by anything we said, that was not our intent.
Yeah, just don't be.
We're just a bunch of carefree, dumb idiot guys.
That's right.
And we own that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I'm so dumb.
Dude. The dumbest.
See, what's something I did that was really dumb? My shoe was untied and I shut my car door and I realized that my shoes weren't like in the door. And I'm wearing Converses, so like they're this long.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to move my foot while I was driving, and I realized that my shoelaces were just kind of hanging out. So yeah, if I offended you, just don't listen.
What's something dumb that I've done? I mean, I talk to myself. I've realized that I talk to myself so much now.
Yeah,
like it used to just be like it used to just be like a funny, like whatever thing. Like I would be like purposefully doing it to like be funny or something, or like just make like entertain myself. Now I literally just do it all the time.
Sometimes Gage and I we like to like sing very loudly and try to be good at it, which Gage is because he took choir. I only hit a Freddie Mercury note like one time.
Dude,
and I've never been able to catch it back.
He hit the iconic
Ayo.
What was it called? The AIDS event? I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, he hit that first note just randomly. I was in the kitchen. I think we've talked about this before. I think we talked about it on like one of the first 5 episodes.
I don't know. I try to think about it. I think about it like daily.
You think about it often.
All the time.
I mean, who wouldn't?
It was like
astonishing.
It was if Freddie Mercury like came into my body.
Yeah.
And just belted out.
For sure. Forced your mouth open.
Yeah.
You couldn't stop it.
For a second, it was. I don't want to quote Will Ferrell, but I'm gonna. He was like, I felt myself like hovering over my body.
Right.
And it was just like.
And you looked down and it was Freddie Mercury.
And he did this. He said. He just teeth out front.
For those listening, he stuck his teeth out front.
And then he just. It's really cute. And then I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Freddie.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I did a similar thing, but
Gage was doing dishes,
Yeah, I
and
was
he
just
just
cleaning my
dropped
dish.
his dish.
I just
Shattered on the ground.
completely shattered. Hit my foot.
Didn't even care.
Man, it hurt really bad.
He was like, what came out of your face just then?
Yeah, I looked over, like Rami Malek was just sitting in my living room, and then he just faded away, and I was like, "Did you see that?" Like, not Freddie Mercury.
Oh my gosh, Rami Malek's in my house.
Rami Malek was there.
I had a single tear come down, and it just stayed there the whole night.
Bruh, fun fact. I think I told you this. Rami Malek is gonna be the next Bond villain.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh!
cool.
Never have I been more excited in my life.
That'll be really cool.
I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I became such a fan. Mr. Robot is like one of the freaking most
Domo arigato,
epic
right?
shows I've ever freaking seen. Is not for young viewers, but man, it's not for the faint of heart, as Spider-Man says in Spider-Man 1.
Man.
Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, that is.
The only way for Sony to redeem themselves is to just bring back Tobey Maguire.
That would be amazing.
That's all they can
I
do.
would scream.
In
I'd be
order
so
for everyone to
freaking
not
happy.
hate them is simply, let's get Tobey Maguire back in the suit.
See, and a lot of people like think he was the worst Spider-Man, but my thing is you have to respect the classics. We talked about how I watched Spider-Man 3 recently, just out of the blue. Dude, that was one of the most fun movie experiences I've ever had in a long time.
Tobey Maguire didn't even know
joy.
really anything about Spider-Man. And
I mean,
he did the role so well.
That's like the first modern day take on Spider-Man. They did what they, could do best, and Sony sticking their fingers in like a bunch of dum-dums, and they're doing it again. Anyways,
Their stupid maple fingers.
those are just, man, the cream of the crop. I love those movies just for what they are. Spider-Man 1, extraordinary. Spider-Man 2, still known to be one of the best superhero movies ever made. I didn't even hear that, but apparently it's well known to be one of the top superhero films ever made, which I would agree with. I love that movie.
Amen.
Spider-Man 3 was a flop, yet I enjoyed it all the more. Man, so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that movie so much.
Honestly, you could put that movie under comedy.
Oh my gosh, I freaking love that movie. I texted my...
Topher Grace, a villain? Get out of here, dude.
Dude.
Eric Foreman, a villain.
Gosh.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, so funny.
For sure, dude.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. You're fake.
If someone said that to me, I would hit them in the face. I'd be like, what did you just say to me? And then just hit them.
There's a meme of the new Joker trailer at the end or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's
Joker's
dancing,
and somebody just took a really low quality cut out Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3 dancing in front of it, and they put him right next to the Joker on the staircase. Most hilarious picture of all time.
It's basically
I'll
me
probably
and
put
you.
it in the video, but man, it is so funny. I sent it to my dad, and his response was, "That put some dirt in my eye." Oh man, it was so funny.
Dang, he laughed so hard, dirt got in his eye.
Dude. Oh!
What if when you laugh super hard, you cause self-harm to yourself?
I would really be hurt.
Like what?
I'd probably be dead.
Yeah,
I'd probably be dead.
I'd be dead.
Dude, remember what I was thinking the other day? We haven't had a good belly laugh in so long.
I think about that
Those
often.
laughs where we would literally jump out of our chairs. We couldn't. Remember we would do that all the time. We would just start shaking and just convulsing, and we would start jumping up and down out of our chair.
It was mainly because we weren't working as much. And when you and I are out in public with people, we perform.
Dude, we perform. You don't even have to ask. Oh,
jeez.
Jeez, so just hit the table.
Gosh.
You don't even have to ask. I'm passionate, We don't get out much anymore.
Yeah, we really don't. We're like a couple that, we dated in high school, and you'd see us around a lot.
And now we kind of just shut-ins.
We got married, and you didn't really hear from us a lot. But when you saw us, we were doing good.
Yeah, we're happy, but we're not like we used to be.
Right, because we don't go out and party anymore.
Yeah.
Remember one time we went to that gender reveal party, and we had the time of our life?
I don't remember that.
We were the only ones that thought it was for one of your managers at Starbucks. She had that.
Yeah, Carol Ann, yeah.
Yeah, and then you and I were the only ones who were saying it was a boy.
Oh, yeah.
We were wrong.
Oh yeah, we were wrong, but we were so confident.
Yeah, we were like, it's gonna be a boy.
What did I say? I said something like.
It was so
to her.
funny.
I said something to her.
Yeah.
Like when we were leaving, I was like, it's like I think I for some reason I'm thinking like I just projected that it was a boy anyways. I feel like I did that. I feel like I didn't though at the same time. I can't remember what I said, but it was something really funny.
But yeah, we would anytime we were hanging out with somebody, obviously we would forget they were there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we knew they were there, but we were like, if we're having the time of our life, they're gonna have the time of their life.
Dude.
Because like we had a friend over the other night, and she was like, we were like, oh my gosh, we're so sorry. We're realizing that we're leaving you out. And she's like, this is just fun to watch.
People always say, like, people are always just like,
you guys are the best. Like,
well, they're always like, you guys just exclude people that aren't you, and it's not purposeful.
It's not. It's just that's
we're
where
just
materials raw.
Best buddies. So we're just like vibing all the time, and it's just like you can't stop that. Sorry. Actually, I'm not. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry that we're having a good time and you're not. Sounds like you need
Most
to.
of them are.
Sounds like you need to fix something in your life. Sorry that you're not as happy as we are in this moment. You know.
And then
why do I have to apologize for that?
Yeah, dude. I remember though. We used to have some belly laughs.
Dude, I
would
miss
just be out.
the days we would just be jumping out of our chairs. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we would just be
I remember one time we were crying.
Hysterical.
And we can never remember the jokes that we had.
We can't. I remember where these laughs would take place. One of them I remember at Chili's. One I remember at Brahms. There were a few at school.
Dude, I remember the one at Brahms because we were hanging out with Emily after church.
One person.
I don't remember what happened, but we laughed for like 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, we could not stop.
That was so
we just kept
great.
making each other laugh more and more.
I wish I could remember what it was about.
That's the last fat one I can remember, dude. That was a fat one.
I haven't even watched really, like, nothing I've seen, like, a comedy special or anything has provided me with such a belly laugh, except, like, Theo Von's special when I watched it the first time. Because, like, a lot of his jokes were just, like, but it wasn't like I was crying.
Right.
But yeah, I miss that. I miss that feeling in my gut.
It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Like, it was painful and I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I was exuding joy, you know?
Yeah, dude. It was just...
And it's full
joy
of
was, like, coming out of my pores.
Just that one great big belly laugh was enough to sustain my life for, like, 16 more years. Like, they say you
laughter is the best medicine. I OD'd.
Yeah. He straight up just OD'd.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad.
I would challenge everyone to get a fat belly laugh in this coming week.
Fat belly laugh in.
Dude, like...
Fat.
I want you to break your jaw smiling, you know?
It hurts, man. Oh!
And the pain's so great, you just can't help but keep laughing.
You just gotta keep laughing.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go to bed now.
Alright, man. We'll see you guys later. So if he was fat, why did he call himself Biggie Smalls?
I think it was like a...
Shouldn't he call himself like Biggie Chunky? Biggie Husky? Biggie Fat Guy? Forgot to silence my phone.
Me too.